Guys, this is the last time seeing this truck at nighttime on the 20-inch lift. I hope y'all are ready for the new content. So guys, this is actually gonna be the last time I wash my truck. And I say wash, I'm just kind of spraying it off because it's muddy and dirty. So I'm just gonna spray off all the mud. Everything else I'll be able to clean in the garage where it's not freaking 30 degrees outside. It's I don't really know if I'd say emotional, but it's pretty surreal that this is the last time washing my truck on the 20-inch lift. But what we've got coming in the future, guys, you are not gonna want to miss. And there's gonna be so much YouTube content come out of this thing. And I will go ahead and tell you that it will be a cleaner, more in-depth, show quality build than it is now. And that's something that we're gonna kind of talk about as the episodes go on, about stuff that's gonna be changing. So yeah, I'm gonna finish spraying this thing off and pull it into the garage, and I'll talk to you inside. So I've got the truck pulled in here. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a little time lapse, and we're gonna start disassembling this thing. After I get a little bit of headway on this, I'll stop and talk to you guys and kind of explain what all we gotta do. We're gonna be literally taking it back down to the bare frame. So everything that's red underneath will be off and put on a trailer and shipped out to the guy that's buying it. So we'll have to meet him, may do a video with that, but literally everything that's red. So buckets, coilovers, axles, frame, the cradle, 4-link arms, traction bars, everything, shocks and all. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tearing this thing apart, set up a little time lapse, and I'll talk to y'all here in just a second.
Holy cow, this is heavy.
Also, while we're in here, I have an exhaust leak. And it's been slowly, I think it's getting worse. I don't know, I can't tell where it's at. It's definitely coming from right there too. You can see it seeping out a little bit. Probably gonna go ahead and do, while I've got these buckets off, it's gonna be so much easier to replace all that. So probably do new manifolds or like some bitty diesel shit, and like some new up pipes from a left lane, whatever it's called, I forget. But he's my boy. I watch some of his videos, man. He does good content. I think it's called left lane diesel. It's left something. I don't know. Right. So I've got the buckets off. Well, I don't have the bucket off. I lied. I don't have the other bucket off, but I have this bucket off. And I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. There's no sense in me even filming it. All right, guys, so moving on to the back, I went ahead and got the adapters off, the rotors off, and the calipers off. So that's gonna have us set up and ready to disassemble the rear one day this week and get everything loaded up onto the trailer. Same thing goes with the front. I've got it down to where literally removing the 4-link arms, and that'll be ready to go. Pull the cradle off. It'll take like 20 minutes to pull the cradle off and the 4-link arms. But before I can do any of that, I have to get these wheels and tires right here dismounted. So these are some 17-inch steel wheels, and what I actually do is I have the tires dismounted. These are just junk tires, just like roller tires. Two of them are decent. The other two are over there somewhere. But two of them are dry rotted, you know, like you shouldn't drive on them, but I just always had them as spares. But what I do is I actually take them and I have the tires removed completely, and I put the rims on backwards. So whenever I get ready to drop this axle and disconnect the leaf springs and everything, what I'll actually do is I'll disconnect the shocks, disconnect the brake lines, which I already have the calipers removed, and then I'll put these steel wheels on the axle, disconnect the U-bolts and everything, and it will just slowly come down. Obviously, I'll put a jack on the axle itself, like in the middle, and I'll lower the axle down to the ground, completely disconnected, and it'll be on these wheels. So I'll literally just grab the front pumpkin and hold it level, and I'll roll it out and roll it up to the garage door and drive it onto the trailer with the wheels. And then of course I'll take these wheels, I'll leave the wheels on them and take them with me for whenever I get the other guy's axles. I'll swap the wheels over. So that's how I'm going to do the front as well, but I don't have the tires dismounted, so I can't really do any more than what I've already done. But once I slap those steel wheels on up here, that's pretty much it. There's 4 bolts, and then that axle will roll out of here. I guess technically it'll roll backwards, and then it'll roll kind of out this way. But I've got both of the buckets, cross member, track bar, drag link, sway bar links, coilovers out. Pretty much got it down to the bare frame. And then back here in the rear, what I'll do is I'll slap those steel wheels on, disconnect the traction bars completely, set them over there, disconnect the drive shaft completely, set it over there, the other traction bar, both of the shocks, set them over there, and then whenever I disconnect those U-bolts, I'll have a jack underneath it, and I'll literally just lower the axle down, and it'll be all by itself, ready to roll out from under there on just these steel wheels. So that's how I'm going to be doing that, if you all were wondering about that. And then 2 bolts on each leaf spring, pull the leaf pack out, just the main leaf bolts. And then we will be ready to remove the bed. I do want to remove the bed while I have it in here. I don't know if it's going to be too high up off the ground to actually remove it where it's at, but we'll get that figured out. I need to get the bed off. I can move all of this stuff and get the bed out this way, hopefully. Put it onto like some rollers or something. We'll figure out something. May have to build something, so stay tuned for that, guys. That's gonna be pretty much all for today's video, guys. Like I said, we're gonna be talking about more in depth what exactly I'm doing to the truck, but just get ready for a lot of content, a lot of episodes, and get ready to learn a lot of stuff. If you all don't fool with this stuff every day like I do, you should be able to learn quite a bit and maybe do this yourself. You know, I'm all about doing everything yourself here on the Justinhawksmith channel. So make sure you get down there, drop a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and comment. Like I said, comment some ideas, maybe something that I haven't thought of. Comment some powder coat colors. I want something bright. Don't comment red, don't comment blue. I want something literally crazy. I'm thinking like a yellow or orange or like a yellowy green, like something very, very vibrant, something fluorescent even, something very, very bright. Because I want this thing, I already have the image in my head, but I'm open to ideas. But I already have this thing pictured in my head, and oh my gosh, it's gonna look so good. But like I said, we've got like 4 or 5 powder coat colors coming from Single Shot this week, so we'll get to pick out some of that. Don't forget, get on there, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, always remember, everybody starts out as nobody, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.